professional wrestling from the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic region, Capital Wrestling.
Montgomery Street. It says Montgomery Street.
I was thinking about Bushwick, but yes, it says Montgomery Street. And what's on Montgomery Street on March 25th?
Cathedral Hall!
Cathedral Hall, baby! Oh man, Capital Wrestling premieres today.
It's also Greek Independence Day, so that's good luck for us.
For you. But today, Capital Wrestling debuts today. I'm excited. You pumped?
I'm pumped. We're in the tag title pictures.
That's right, because we're the perfect strange. We're going to show Capital Wrestling why we are TPS.
We're going to bring the perfectly strange to our competition, and when we do that, the crowd will be chanting TPS.
Opa!
TPS.
Opa!
TPS.
Opa!
Opa, that's my word.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, so welcome the senior representing Mr. Mike Peter.
Senior referee, Mike Keener. This crowd being very rude. Lita Dunham getting booed here tonight. Luxary Muscles Incorporated. Welcome to Capital Wrestling. I'm Harry Turjanian, and what a bizarre way. It is a safe space here. Capital Wrestling, apparently hashtag safe space. I couldn't think of a better or more bizarre way to start off Capital Wrestling than with the debut of Luxury Muscles Incorporated, apparently led by self-proclaimed femivist Portia Vaughn. And sizzling stand style, gyrating in the ring. Joined by his partner, beautiful Bobby Shields. But their opponents tonight, the Perfect Strangers, Andros the Greek and Marcus Marquis. The bizarre yet popular odd pairing. Shouts of Oppa. The Perfect Strangers making their debut tonight here at Capital Wrestling in a bizarre contest. The Perfect Strangers versus Luxury Muscles Incorporated, and beautiful Bobby Shields and sizzling Stan Styles complaining that they have to wrestle for the championship belts.
Capital Wrestling is sponsored in part by the CCD Podcast. Do you want the cure to your cultural compulsive disorder? Well, listen to the CCD Podcast. Host Rob Martin and his rotating panel of guests discuss the world of pop culture, comics, television, movies, and more importantly, pro wrestling. For more information on how to subscribe to the CCD Podcast, as well as read insightful articles, go to ccd.nyc now. CCD, the cure to your cultural compulsive disorder. Do you want early and instant access to Capital Wrestling episodes before they air on any of our other platforms? Well, become a patron of Capital Wrestling at patreon.com/Capital Wrestling. Not only do you get episodes before anybody else, you get exclusive content, including podcasts, additional episodes of Capital Wrestling, merchandise opportunities, and more. Go now to patreon.com/Capital Wrestling. Capital Wrestling, old school wrestling for the modern fan.
And senior official Mike Keener making this matchup. For the inaugural Capital Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Here we go. And for the Tag Team Championship belts, if we could get those out of the ring, here we go. Trying to make sure, referee trying to ensure. And the Tag Team Championship belts coming to us here, right in front of us on the table, and a start for Andros the Greek in the ring for the Perfect Strangers, taking on beautiful Bobby Shields at the moment.
Hey, you know something, MLJ back here, I'm still trying to make sense out of what exactly
happened, we're starting off our second episode of Capital Wrestling with a fantastic match for the inaugural championship.
That's not what I'm talking, what exactly she was talking about there. She threw out some buzzwords.
Well, femivist.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
That's a feminist activist. You got to get with the times, Emil.
Oh,
okay?
So this is what we do. We just make portmanteaus out of regular words, and they're supposed to mean something.
Well, she's trying to fight the patriarchy and break the glass ceiling here at Capital Wrestling. and she's using the services of Sizzling Stan Styles and beautiful Bobby Shields, the Luxury Muscles Incorporated, to do that, to help her achieve that goal.
You know, I think she's all mixed up here. She's talking about not using violence to settle issues. We're in the sport of professional wrestling. Sometimes violence does indeed happen. If you don't like it, if you need a hashtag safe space, you might as well take up another hobby.
Well, the fans...
These people that come out here and you know, they make up words and they need their safe space and they, you know, talk down on others for applying their craft in a way that they do. They need to take something else up as a hobby. I'm sorry, but I do not need her to come out here and expound her quote-unquote virtues and bring her men out here.
Well,
I don't need to listen to any of that kind of stuff.
You don't have the respect for women that people like me have, Emil. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh,
but
I respect women. I respect them 110%. But the way she comes out here, running her mouth, interrupting an interview segment I had planned with the senior official of this company, Mike Keener, with her drivel, that's where I have a problem.
It seems to me you're taking it personal. As Bobby Shields, beautiful Bobby Shields, now tagged in the ring, and immediately hip toss by Andros the Greek here. Look, whether you like it or not, the Luxury Muscles Incorporated are going to be a tag team to deal with, and you're going to have to deal with Portia Vaughn. But right now, the Perfect Strangers, Marquis Marcus Marquis going for the cover, kick out by beautiful Bobby Shields.
Marcus now, try to get him for a slam, but Bobby Shields slipped out the back door and slammed Marcus down that time. And
look at the strength. Oh, well.
Took too long with that elbow drop. He was too busy showboating. And now Marcus slams him down. Big time body slam, center of the ring.
In all fairness, I can't really blame him. I mean, if I had that type of body, I would be showcasing a lot of showboating. And Marcus Marquis with the bionic. Atomic drop.
Bobby Shields going to be sitting a little weird for the next few days, I'm sure. We have an exchange here of the Perfect Strangers.
Oh!
Nice tag team combination
going
right
for
there.
The stranger danger. And unfortunately, beautiful Bobby Shields able to kick out for the Perfect Strangers. Perfect Strangers, very popular and trained Staten Island's Warriors of Wrestling. Two-time tag teams of the year. Two times tag team of the year at Warriors. And you can't take it away from them. They have a bizarre connection. But beautiful Bobby Shields, knowing where the ropes are, tagging in Stan Styles. And now Styles goes to work on Andros the Greek.
Stan Styles in control of his man right now. Sent him down to the canvas and gets right on top of him. You saw that he was reaching out for a tag.
And now, pitch perfect tag team wrestling. Bring him to the corner, isolating him, keeping him away from his partner, Marcus Marquis. Going for the cover, 1, 2, and kick out by Andros the Greek. Listen, if you have to pick between these two teams of who should represent Capital Wrestling, I don't know how that's even a contest or a discussion to you. I mean, Luxury Muscles Incorporated, they are what you picture a tag team championship duo being.
Who pictures that? You?
I mean, not me personally.
Okay, come on. You're over here. Very one-sided. We heard this last week out of you.
I'm just saying these are two 80s dreamboats come to life. I mean, look, that's what's in. Retro is in, and these guys, they've got the look, okay? I mean, the Perfect Strangers, it's a cute story. Supposedly, Andros was getting hustled on the street and was going to get beat up, and Marcus saw this and saved him, and they've been friends ever since, and they've been training in wrestling. It's adorable, but...
Yeah, they're good people.
Sure.
They're good people.
That's great, but that don't pay the bills.
That's who I would rather have represent this great company. Good people instead of these two, what do you call them, dreamboats? I don't know what perverse thing you're thinking about coming out here.
You've got the orange zebra print. What more do you want? They've got something, you know? These guys, yeah, they're friends, but, you know, friends don't make great magazine covers. Sorry. Jennifer Aniston aside. And, well, that's not going to help the magazine cover.
Marcus Marquis was reaching out for that tag, but Sizzling Stan Styles ran in. No tag was made there.
How brilliant by Sizzling Stan Styles. And now Marcus being unable to control his temper, having to be told by the ref to get out of the ring. Well, Sizzling Stan Styles, shaking those hips for all the ladies in the crowd. Marcus trying to rally Andros the Greek.
Andros looking the wrong way. And he turned around. No, he caught him. Face first. Goes Stan Styles and Andros the Greek. He's got two choices here. Go for the win or go to make the tag.
Look, this is for more than tag team championships, by the way. This is for feminism as a whole and the women's movement here. That's what's at stake here. And Sizzling Stan Styles tagging in beautiful Bobby Shields. In comes Marcus Marquis. Clothesline. Elbow. Beautiful body slam. A little too much showboating, if you ask me.
A little bit too much showboating. Have you been watching what Shields and Styles have been doing for the duration of this match?
Listen, when you look that good, everything you do comes across as showboating. They can't help it.
If only the world could see how many times I've shaken my head while listening to you talk.
Wow.
I'm in for a long ride here in Capitol Wrestling with you sitting next to me.
I'm sorry, were you talking? I was distracted by the beauty, the grace, and the intelligence of Portia Vaughn on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, of course. You're not watching what's going on the inside of the ring.
Going
cheating, going down here, and a German suplex. Ah, come on, not like that.
Oh my goodness. It's one step further, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a beautiful night for women history. What a wonderful night for feminism. What a wonderful night. We got to witness history. The first step in the feminist wave of Capitol Wrestling.
This portion of Capitol Wrestling is sponsored in part by Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. Watch as Machinima and real life collide in this weekly YouTube series. To watch and get more information on XVPW, follow them on Twitter at XVPW_YT. You can watch Capitol Wrestling every single Saturday at 6:05 p.m. Eastern on the Guys from Queens digital network at gfqnetwork.com. You can also listen every Monday at 12:30 p.m. on Pivot Share at capitalwrestling.pivotshare.com. Also every Wednesday on facebook.com/Capitol Wrestling and the Capitol Wrestling YouTube channel. Capitol Wrestling, old school wrestling for the modern fan.
Every movement begins with a single step, and this is just a crack in the glass ceiling erected by the boys club that is Capitol Wrestling. The reason why Luxury Muscles Incorporated won is not just because they are strong physically, but because they are strong mentally, and that they know when you put your trust in a woman, you will come out on top. Because behind every successful champion is a woman telling them what to do.
Hi, Capitol Wrestling fans. This is your co-founder, Marcus King Kong Dowling here, and this is a view from the Capitol this week for the week ending March the 15th of 2017. It's been an exciting week here at Capitol. We've just launched our digital TV program. John Kerman, mixed martial artist with the Capitol MMA organization and a decade-long professional wrestler, also a good personal friend. We put him in the ring with Jeff Cannonball on the debut show, and I thought it was going to be a great match. I was really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great, mixed martial arts fight, but it didn't turn out to be that. We captured some words. I had some words with John about exactly why he did what he did, kicking Cannonball low during that match, because a lot of our fans on social media weren't really big fans of that, and neither was I. I was expecting a styles clash, and instead we got a low blow. So take it away here with John Kerman talking with me in the streets of Washington, D.C., no less, about exactly what happened on March the 25th. John, I have to, I caught up with you. I know it's late. The first episode came out, and why'd you do what you did? The low blow, like, just a good dude. You guys are having a great match. Like, what was the story there?
Well, really, I was going to kick him in the inside thigh, just like I had at the opening part of the match. But, sometimes just go a little errant and they go a little high, and I clipped him. It happens.
You're okay. I'm gonna be straight up. You're lying to me. I know you're lying to me.
I
know you are.
Their own interpretation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could sit here and say, fighters get 5 minutes when that happens. But, he wants to cry about it. And
no, really, like be straight up with me, John. Honestly, like, what really happened? Like,
I mean, everybody saw what happened. Yeah, he got hit in the nuts. But what I'm saying?
okay, wow, thank you for being honest with me.
You get 5 minutes.
Like, this isn't like elementary school.
You can cry about it and get a match for yourself. You know what I mean? So really, at the end of the day, the way I feel about it is, while I'm facing Jeff Cannonball Jr., I don't think I should really, an athlete of my caliber should be facing someone of his caliber. But I'll go ahead and give him the match, because really, me being 1-0 in Capital Wrestling, I can't stand for, especially my loss being to him, and especially the way it went down.
I mean, at least you're honest. This isn't like elementary school. You're not going to get punished for this, but just don't do it again.
Did you just say this is an elementary school? Now you're talking to me like this, like a little kid. Man, I'll do what I want. Don't worry about what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to go in there, I'm going to beat Jeff Cannonball June 3rd, and then I'm going to move on from him onto somebody probably a little higher up the ladder, because that's where I belong, let's face it. If anybody's a main event talent, it's me. But, we'll save that for a later time. I got my eyes focused on June 3rd.
All right, John.
Into his reign as House of Glory champion.
It is for the House of Glory Championship. When the bell rings, man in charge of the action, Mr. Johnny Q. Introducing first in the corner to my right, he is the challenger, fighting out of Brooklyn, New York. With an official weight of 312 pounds, this is Paul J.
Of course, that voice you hear is MLJ leading the action in the ring.
And his opponent to my left, fighting out of none of your damn business.
That's right.
With an official weight of 185 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending House of Glory champion. This is Anthony Gango.
If you want to talk about crafty fighting champions, look no further than the House of Glory heavyweight champion. This will be one to remember, and it's leading off the inaugural Future is Now Pro Wrestling. This is what we talk about when we say, give the people what they want.
This is a hell of a matchup. This is a tremendous matchup. The people, it's an indie dream matchup, especially here on the East Coast. And the crowd getting vulgar because they are untrained animals.
The crowd is just showing support for their favorite wrestler.
Well,
they paid the price.
They don't have to use profanity, but I guess they choose to because that's the only words they know.
James and Gangone getting ready.
Anthony Gangone defeating Brian Cage and EC3 amongst the competitors for that House of Glory Championship 56 days into this run.
And the bell has rung and we are underway. Maybe Gangone a little bit apprehensive here to lock up with James.
Well, definitely James has the size and power advantage. There's no doubt about that. But Gangone is one of the best technical wrestlers working the indie scene today. So, power, size, those are great things to have, but technical ability, that's what matters in the end. I don't know if you've watched some of those online videos where the smaller guy beats up the bigger guy in a fight.
But you don't get to be the House of Glory World Champion without being able to take on all comers, big, small, in between.
And James taking a powder for a minute. Oh, disrespectful.
Now that's disrespectful.
Yeah, taking the belt.
James in possession of the House of Glory Championship.
Putting it on, trying it on for size.
Which is on the line.
Up and taking a selfie. Why not? Why not? Those Instagram hits matter.
Johnny Q struggling to keep some semblance of control here in the early going of this match. This match is underway?
Technically, I heard a bell ring, did you?
I did too.
So yeah, it's underway. And you get a selfie. And finally, the referee, Johnny Q Ball, getting
finally in
things
control.
in order.
About time, some physicality.
And now we'll get this match underway, but a little bit of mind games from Bull James. It's been a battle so far. Again, Gangone.
Lock up. Now, how do you control the power of a man like James if you're the smaller man like Gangone?
Well, you gotta use technique and leverage. Watch him get out of this. Use momentum. Every hold has a counter hold, and Gangone knows all of them. He's a fantastic technical wrestler. So even though James may have the power control, leverage is all that matters. That's all jiu-jitsu is about. It's about leverage and using your opponent against you. Now,
James will not release that hold. Gangone trying to use his speed and his technical ability to get out of it. But so far, the bigger man controlling the limb, and where the limb goes, you go.
Right, and the smart thing, Gangone does a smart thing, gets to the rope immediately. Those are your friends against a bigger man. You always want to find out where the ropes are, know where they are at all times, and Gangone knows that.
Smartly, Gangone taking a breather, resetting. That's the mark of a true champion.
Bull James learned one of these students under Dusty Rhodes in NXT. So James, you know, he's been on the indie scene a long time, but in addition to that, learning in NXT, learning from the American Dream himself, and against Gangone, who views himself to be the traveling champion of a gone era. He is a modern-day Ric Flair as far as he's concerned.
Another lockup again. But this time, Gangone trying to grab the advantage, working the limbs.
And again, even though James is bigger, if you get the advantage, the limbs, that hurts your wrist.
Leverage.
Well, yeah, that's not a good idea for Gangone. James a lot quicker than he looks.
Gangone perhaps taking a powder in the corner, trying to reassess strategy here. The speed advantage of Gangone will have to come into play. He has to take this big man down off of his vertical base.
And he's got to look to get a lot of strikes in. See that kick? That's another strategy to take out those knees. You can see James has to stretch out that knee a little bit after taking that strike.
Absolutely, Gangone's educated feet being put to good work.
And now you see that Gangone changing the strategy completely. Ooh.
Strong right hand.
Yeah, you got to bob and weave. He did not do the weave part. He did the striking part. He didn't bob and or weave on that one.
But again, you don't get to be the House of Glory heavyweight champion without taking a few shots. But when a man like this, over 200 pounds, hits you, you notice.
Yeah, that's going to take its effect on you. So he doesn't want to get in a punching contest, a striking contest, so to speak. He wants to strike and move.
Lock up. Oh, went for the snapmare takeover.
Gangone blocked it a little bit, and now he just has to put a face lock on it.
Ring savvy perhaps, but Bull James with that iron grip not letting go. Finally, he takes him over.
Puts him in a headlock.
Nice chin lock there.
Chin lock, that's for sure. Chin head, it's all the same, Steve. You don't have to correct me. No reason to make me look like a fool.
I thought your outfit did that.
Well, this is a beautiful outfit. I got this at Stacy Adams in Brooklyn. It's a fine establishment. I know you shop at the Men's Warehouse if you think that's classy. Gangone getting up, trying to, again, doing his best to get out of this hole.
Rear naked choke here. Driving it down to the mat.
Gangone's going to have to find the rope. Ooh,
another strong right hand. And a cover. 2 count.
Look, there's no debating
another 2
how
count
strong Bull James is. I mean, they don't call him Bull James for nothing.
Great suplex there. Another cover. 1, 2. It's going to take more than that to put away a champion the caliber of Anthony Gangone. But James is up for the challenge.
My first event here at the Elks Lodge, that night I saw Anthony Gangone as a student, a House of Glory student in one of the preliminary matches. He was a skinny kid. He had awful ring attire. And now he's become an amazing professional wrestler. That same night was the night that Bull James announced Bull James announced that he was going to be signed by the WWE. And I saw him and I said, there's something special about this wrestler. He has a look, he has an ability for a man his size, and he's going to end up in the WWE. And sure enough, later that night, he announced that he was signing with them.
And of course, as you heard from Evil James calling out the time, the title match has a 30-minute time limit.
All title matches have a 30-minute time limit here. And now smart move, going for the ankle, see? See, the thing about Bull James, he's a big man, but much like a dinosaur, you know, he doesn't have the smarts of a Gangone. You know, he's
perhaps the smarts of Gangone calling him out early instead of waiting the entire night to get to the main event. I think Anthony Gangone, as champion, views any place he is on the card, he is the main event.
He is the main event. He's going to get the same main event pay. It was all on Bull James to accept or decline this. Bull James chose to come out. A smart move by Gangone, which looks like it's finally paying off.
Finally getting him off his vertical base, and Gangone in control here in the early going.
Gangone knew he was going to come out and do that, so he was all stretched and ready to go. Who knows if Bull James stretched? Who knows if he did all his pre-match warm-ups, his pre-match traditions, superstitions, what have you.
Bull James is a premier athlete in professional wrestling.
I don't doubt
he
that.
He is prepared at all times. And again, back in the corner, Gangone, keeping him off his vertical base, working that leg. Johnny Q trying to break it up. Gangone knows how to use that count, uses the full four count.
Full count. Smart man. He's a smart man. You take advantage of everything given to you. That's how you become House of Glory champion, and that's how you stay House of Glory champion.
Trying to work his leg into the corner.
It's a tough task just to get his legs. But the other thing, the more that Bull James fights
and
it,
again, working that leg, the knee more specifically, Bull James clutching it.
He's not going to be able to power slam or get anything going without a base. With his knee damage like that, forget it.
He goes to set to slam or anything like that. To your point, he's not going to be able
happen,
to.
And that's what Gangone knows. So now he's going to continue to work on that leg.
Piece by piece, Gangone
There's a
trying
method.
for a single leg.
There's a method to the rogue, Anthony Gangone.
Can he get him over?
This is everything he has to do and everything he needs to do. Everything he needs to do to maintain this streak that he wants as the champion. He wants to be the longest reigning House of Glory champion. He's got a little bit of ways to go, but he's on his way there. 56 days. Ricochet ahead of him with 125 days, the first ever House of Glory champion. You have Ethan Carter III at 168.
Who was the champion
days.
when Anthony Gangone won?
When Anthony Gangone won. That's
House
who
of
he
Glory.
defeated. Stop that streak. Smiley at 232 and Gangone into the corner.
Into the corner. Comes up short. James still favoring the leg, and the crowd coming alive for Bull. Just peppering him with hands into the corner and stymied as James is trying to get some sort of momentum.
American Dream style.
And there it is.
Bionic elbow coming.
And the bionic elbow. Oh, leg drop, cover, 1, 2, and no, only 2.
Bull James learned everything he could from Dusty Rhodes, including his nutrition regimen, which I don't know was the best thing for him, but I guess that was part of the Bull Fit strategy.
Spinning roundhouse kick by Gangone. Again, lowering James to his feet. Into the ropes, and again, drop kick. High knee.
A nice strike.
1, 2, 3. And that's a 3, and the House of Glory champion hits knee for Vendetta and retains the House of Glory Heavyweight Championship.
Just too much for Bull James. He shouldn't have come out this early.
What surprised me about tonight is the focus of Anthony Gangone in not letting Bull James get up to his feet, establish a vertical base of power, and push him around. The smaller man
and now
with a bigger stature.
Refusing to take a selfie, and good for him, he shouldn't. There you go, that selfie is worthless, because guess what? The real champ is still Anthony Gangone now at 57 days as House of Glory champion.
Capital Wrestling. If you don't already know, my name is Maxwell Jacob Feinstein, and if you didn't, shame on you. You see, for 2 years, week after week, month after month, I put on 5-star match after 5-star match. And the fans, whether they love me or hate me, and trust me, they hate me, they still understand that they just witnessed greatness. And the Booker man, whether he loves me or hates me, and trust me, he hates me. He realizes that I put asses in seats, so he has to put green in the palm of my hands. And then I go to the back, and I'm greeted by these so-called vets. And they walk up to me and they say, "Great match, kid. You looked really good out there, kid. I'm real proud of you, kid. You're gonna make something of yourself someday, kid." Then they'll walk away and they'll tell anyone within earshot that I'm not good enough, that I don't get it. No, you don't get it. You see, they use these words like kid to try to put me down, to try to stop my momentum. Because you're scared I'm gonna take your spot. And you know what? I'm here to tell you, you should be scared. There's a reason why after only 2 short years that my name is coming out of everybody's mouth. You should be scared because I'm already better than you. You should be scared because I'm gonna take your spot. I am sick of waiting in line behind people who shouldn't even be in it. And I am sick of pretending that I'm not the best because I am! From now on, I'm the vet. Capital Wrestling. My name is Maxwell Jacob Feinstein. And I'm better than you. And you know it.